The ancient walkabout way. The conditionally manifested world is simply patterning. Enacting their genetic and mental patterning is in general all that human beings do. If you become disenchanted with the patterning world, you look for something greater. If you are truly disenchanted, you cannot be consoled by believers' nonsense. Rather, the what you would have is something that you cannot yet name. It must be something that is inherently and absolutely satisfactory, something that is greater than all other possibilities. Even though you have things to do in daily life and you continue to live and breathe and so forth, you are always looking for that which is ultimately and inherently satisfactory. And when you find it, you devote your life to it. That is how true spiritual life is supposed to work. That is how it has worked traditionally. Those of the disposition to look for something greater would, when they found a true realizer, fall at the realizer's feet, make that one their spiritual master, and serve the spiritual master with their lives and with all that they had. Such serious people constantly turn to their spiritual master by means of the inner discipline of self-forgetting devotion and the outer discipline of self-forgetting service. Such is the basic traditional teaching. Such is the fundamental teaching. That teaching is not elaborate. That teaching does not even need to be communicated in words. You turn to the Master, and you serve the Master, and that is it. That is the ancient teaching. The ancient walkabout way. Mind is an interior projection of a language program that in its imaginative elaboration of itself conceives of purposes and ideas in the realm of illusion for which there are no corresponding physical data. Human beings are all living in a virtual world of mind. Human beings are characteristically, egoically self-identified with a robot, an artificial intelligence. Real intelligence is tacit or intrinsically wordless living existence. Where there is such tacit living existence, a realizer of reality can be recognized, and you are immediately able to devote yourself to a realizer as master, because such a relationship does not fundamentally require any words. If you are sensitive to the actual nature of your experience, you discover that conditionally manifested existence is disturbed and limited and unsatisfactory. Therefore, you actively look, even if only inwardly in a feeling sense, for something greater. When you find a true realizer, you simply see the realizer in front of you, and you tacitly feel the state of the realizer. That tacit recognition is not about words. It is not about the realizer's state of mind. It is not about the realizer as an extension of the language game. It is simply a tacit recognition of the realizer as the self-realization and the self-revelation of reality itself. When you find such a one, of whatever degree or mode of realization, you tacitly recognize him or her as spiritual master. That recognition converts you on the spot to the most ancient and even prehistorical way. The ancient walkabout way. Such right relationship to the realizer is the universal teaching. It is the ancient and prehistorical walkabout teaching, and it is the fundamental teaching I have given. My fundamental teaching is the devotional turning and the inner and outer disciplining of all four primary psychophysical faculties, and thus the whole bodily self-forgetting and as such ego-transcending turning of body, emotion, mind, and breath to me. The only by me revealed and given reality way of Adi Da is prior to words, beyond words. The only by me revealed and given reality way of Adi Da is simply the tacit or wordless and ego-transcending practice of the relationship to me. For anyone who is serious, that relationship and that practice are self-evident. If you were truly aware of mind, you would not want it to go on. It is a terrible, horrific source of bondage. It is a dreadful trap. Human beings are not only trapped in the mortality of their physical bodies, they are trapped in the absurdity of mind. Realization is beyond mind. Realization has no mind. In your tacit clarity, you are inherently able to wake up to the illusions in which you have been living. In that awakening, you tacitly understand that you are in a mortal situation, that everything by which you are bound and everything with which you are identified is mortal and suffering. Absolutely everything. If you want to realize freedom from that mortality and locate the reality that is bright, most profound, intrinsically egoless, and self-evidently divine, then you come to me. The disposition of the ancient walkabout way is simply to turn to the realizer in the very moment of sighting the realizer. Just so my true devotees simply turn to me on sight. They turn to me with everything inside and everything outside, such that the entire body-mind is turned to me, rather than turned on itself and wandering in its patterning. Such devotional turning to me is a simple matter. My sitting before you, without speaking, is sufficient. That mere sitting without speaking is my essential teaching. There is nothing more fundamental than that. Simply behold me. If you devotionally recognize me, you will come to me constantly. Likewise, you will also commune with me constantly, wherever you are, always turning to me. Yes, you will follow my instructions, but always based on this fundamental turning to me, which is based on the mere sighting of me. Therefore, most basically, the only by me revealed and given reality way of Adidam is simply this: turn to me on sight. That is it. The ancient walkabout way. Thus, there are two fundamental motions enacted by humankind. The common human motion is to persist in the scapegoat mummery or world mummery. The uncommon human motion is the walkabout way, in which some human individuals have participated. The walkabout way is a matter of turning to a spiritual master on sight, and thereby participating in a process of ego-transcending devotion to that which is divine. Throughout human history, both of these motions have been happening. However, the walkabout way has been esoteric, small, not noticed by most. The walkabout way has been mythologized by humankind, as if everyone were somehow participating in the great matter. It is simply not true that everyone has been participating in the great matter. Comparatively speaking, very few in any generation have actually turned to a spiritual master in any profound and authentic manner. Most have simply scapegoated spiritual masters, mocked them, shunned them, avoided them. The walkabout way is the primary method of divine revelation in the world. The walkabout way persists regardless of the signs of the times, and so the walkabout way must persist now with me, in my unique divine avataric incarnation here. The perfect reality way is now given by me to humankind in the form of the walkabout opportunity and process in my divine avataric company. The perfect reality way I have revealed and given is for everyone, not just for the few. Om Shri Paramasaptana Adi Da Samraj Om Shri Paramasaptana Adi Da Om Shri Paramasaptana Adi Da Paramasaptana Adi